Hey guys, it's Josh. Today we have a threat detection use case with MixMode AI detecting PowerDrop, which is a malicious PowerShell script that's been targeting the aerospace industry. So I wanted to walk through how would MixMode detect this and then talk about what PowerDrop is. So let's walk through it. Okay, cool. So let's get started here. How would MixMode AI detect PowerDrop? First of all, I like to answer these questions. What is it? It's a insidious PowerShell. There's some interesting command and control that I'm going to go over that leverages ICMP. Why does it matter to you? Like detecting advanced attacks and CVEs and IOCs like PowerDrop are before the CVEs and IOCs are released. It's vital to detect that so that you can avoid a catastrophic breach or downtime in your systems because it's gotten in and you have to shut things down and run off backups, right? So it's really important to detect these things before they become a major breach. How? How does this thing work? So the PowerDrop evades traditional agent and log-based security solutions, which I'm seeing more and more attacks do. It's really interesting. It uses a persistent remote access tool via ICMP tunneling, essentially, and then it also leverages some WMI instrumentation. And I'll link to the article I used to kind of put this together. It uses ICMP for command and control and data exfil. That's where MixMode is really going to come in because we can look at that data and understand, what's happening, the amount of bytes, inspect the packets. And then MixMode Effect. What are we going to do with this? So we can alert on abnormal data before anyone knows about this. So all of a sudden you're getting data exfil via ICMP. You're seeing abnormal amount of bytes via ICMP. Boom, we can hit on that. And then we can also set up a detailed alert on high ICMP variants for some of those critical applications. So let's walk through it. All right, so the PowerDrop details. Insidious PowerShell command and control attack. Evades techniques like we talked about of standard EDR, so agents aren't going to catch this and logs aren't going to catch this. So there goes your SIM and your EDRs. It's been able to evade some of those commonly deployed EDR software like we talked about, and it's used by encoding the PowerShell command line arguments and the use of WMI persistence. So if you're using WMI and use it for instrumentation and network management, it can hide inside those transactions, and it's tough to discover, for traditional tools and detect, PowerDrop. So using that remote access tool with Windows management instrumentation, it's able to leverage ICMP, ping usage for data exfiltration, which has been around for quite a while, but it's interesting when malware does this because ICMP goes a lot of time really undetected environments. And so I'm seeing more and more solutions stuff data in there, which can sometimes be a bad habit, and then it's hard to understand what's data exfil versus what is just using the ICMP, data field to pad information for ICMP requests. And so what we're going to try to do is understand within MixMode, hey, what is inside those data transactions? Where are we seeing some variance of bytes out to, new IPs, and then bubble that out for you. So it initially is going to reach out to a hard-coded IP address. So that's going to hit those threat intel feeds for you as well. We can pop on that. And then we're going to see that high variance. Before any of the PowerDrop details are run, you're going to see that as abnormal bytes. The AI is going to say, hey, this is an abnormal connection via ICMP. And then that's how it runs its command and control. It's to static data and encrypted via ICMP. Okay. So what are some of the ways that, the MixMode effect would come in? So we're going to see a high ICMP, origin bytes detection. We're going to see and understand to be able to investigate that for our critical applications. And then we're going to put it together in a timeline to say, hey, there's some variants of ICMP here that could be PowerDrop. And then it's going along directly with potential exfiltration, right? Which is that abnormal data detection we talk about. So we're able to put some of those things together to be able to put a timeline view of how PowerDrop is operating in your environment potentially. So you can see there's potential exfiltration. This is the alert that's going to show up from the very beginning before any CVE or IOCs are released, before we're really doing any hunting around variants of ICMP. You can get an alert on that ICMP variance or the exfiltration sent directly to your inbox if you want. So that way you can automate it. We can send that directly to SOARs, firewalls for rapid response and automatic response within your organization. And then finally, you can get the payloads and packets directly in MixMode. So if you want to understand, all right, I see these ICMP, this data moving, MixMode's helpful. They're seeing the transaction. I'm alerting on it. I see that variance. Now I want to actually look and inspect those payloads. Great. Just download all your ICMP packets. It's very easy. Literally just type ICMP, download them. And then you can check the data fields to see what is that data that's being padded. can I see that, is there telltale signs of some of the encrypted data that is, some of the pieces of the tactics and techniques of PowerDrop here? Is there some best practices I can do to mitigate this, to be able to understand forensically how PowerDrop is operating in my environment? Thanks, guys. Hope this is helpful.